when shadows fall, I'll be beside you whenever you call. When worries weigh heavy and fears take flight, I'll be your strength, guiding through the night. And when the days are dark and heavy on your heart, I'll be the voice to guide you through the dim. Strong walls may crumble, but within you've got the spark. Just turn the key, let light dissolve the grim. Did you think you were alone in your feelings? Strike a match, let your inner strength be seen. Welcome to all things serious. In the depths of your despair, where demons roam, I'll be the hand to hold. You're never alone. When storms rage fierce and winds blow strong, I'll be the shelter in your soul where you belong. Welcome to all things serious.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Well, I got some updates for you. On the 14th, I get back into therapy. So that's a start. But today, I found out some devastating news. So a little update. I found out my younger sister has cancer. And she's all the way in Indiana. Found that out today. So, please pray for my sister. She's a mother of 2 boys. She just had a mass removed, a procedure done. I think it was yesterday. And when I talked to her today, she told me she found out she also has cancer. So, just got to take it one day at a time. So, I've been contemplating changing the name of the channel, starting from scratch, starting over. And I have a name in mind. And I want to know what your opinion of it is. The name of the channel is going to be called, Well, the Thing Is. That's it. Well, the thing is, because what I want to do is because you guys know when I go live, not every live is serious. Not every live is always about mental health. You know, even though that's my main thing, you know, I'm a huge advocate for mental health. But these lives are not always about mental health. Sometimes we talk about other things, music, movies, current affairs. So, you know, one thing that caught my eye was here in Florida, in Ocala, a little boy, 5th grader. You know, what I don't understand is the education system in mental health. So I'm going to pull this article up. And tell me if you guys remember hearing about the 11-year-old boy. And his name is LJ. Does anybody remember the little boy by the name of LJ, Lewis Johnson III, LJ? Does anybody remember the story? Who took his own life because of bullying. And the teacher was involved in the bullying and participated in it. Does anybody remember that story? Put a 1 in chat if you remember that story. It happened 2 years ago, but the parents are suing the school board for negligence. And it happened in Ocala, Florida. And it probably happens all over the place. You know, kids getting bullied and the teachers not doing anything about it. Or being involved in it. But I don't know if you guys saw that article. That's in the news recently. So, how's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. So, I got a new look. See if I can cam up. Got rid of the hair. Got a new look. So, tell me what you think. So I'm going to drop the link, and if you want to come up on panel and talk, you're more than welcome. Moxie's mom, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. So originally I was going to name the channel How You Doing, okay? And I looked it up, and that name's already taken. So, and I don't want to take a name somebody's already using. So, just finding out about my sister today was hard, you know, struck me. How me and my sister connected is a crazy story. So it happened here in Florida in a town called Altoona. I was living with my grandmother at the time, and I was off work. And I got a call from my boss saying there's somebody here asking for you. I'm like, what? Somebody here asking for me? I didn't know I had a sister. 2 sisters. Didn't know. I found out when I was 18. I grew up without them. And I was 24 now, 25, somewhere around there. And the boss man calls me up and he says, hey, your sister's here looking for you. So I get dressed, run out the house, down the road on my bike to the job site, because I worked at a nursery. And the nursery was right down the road from where I lived. And I met my sister. First time, met my sister. And we hung out. We went out to dinner, went to the movies, just hung out, talked. You know, getting to know each other, brother and sister, you know. Sharing stories, talking about our childhood. Up until 3 o'clock in the morning, and she went home. And we've lost connection and reconnected, lost connection, reconnected, you know. Now I'm 44, and this was like 20 years ago. And she's got 2 boys, and she just found out she has cancer. And she's my younger sister. And I haven't seen her in years. But we talk all the time, video chat. You know, her boys talk to me. They call me uncle. You know, they wanted to know who her brother is. So I talked to him. She's going to find out in the next week or so how far it's progressed. And I'm taking a trip to Indiana to see my sister. So I'm not going to be able to go right away because, you know, it's not cheap to travel. But I'm going to drive to Indiana. To see my sister. I just hope it's, you know, it's not bad. I hope it's curable. You get some cancers that aren't. I just hope it's curable. So, you know, when you're in a dark place and you're starting to, you know, crawl out of it, you know, and start getting back in. I had an evaluation done the other day, last week. I'm seeing a psychiatrist on the 14th, and then going from there. But you know, once start things looking good, and you start getting like 3-4 steps forward, for some reason, life just likes to throw you 10 steps backwards. Now, I could go back in that dark place, but I can't. Because it's not about me. It's about my sister and her kids. So I got to be there for my sister and her kids, my 2 nephews. So Moxie's mom, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you in remission? You know, my friend Mrs. Ann Horn, a lot of you that are going to be watching this know who she is. and she has cancer. She's actually been battling it right now. I'm gonna share her most recent live so you guys can see. She had. I'm gonna share her most recent live. When you guys get a chance, she did a live today going to the hospital, getting treatment. I talked to her afterwards and we video chatted. She wasn't feeling well because of the treatment. What's up, H. Davis? How you doing? Black Skies, thank you for being in. How you doing? Miss Liability, how you doing? So, this is all I got to say is fuck cancer. I had to say that loud and proud. You know, as we talked about Miss Ann, here she is.
It wasn't the hospital. I heard you say that. It's at my doctor's cancer doctor center. Cancer center.
Well, you heard the news I shared about my sister, right?
No, sir, I didn't hear it. I just popped in and heard you say you talked to me today, and you know, I did it live and from the hospital. No, it wasn't at the hospital. Hey, everybody!
Well, my sister told me today she just found out she has cancer.
Oh, wow. Man, I'm so sorry.
So she has to go to Indianapolis, and she'll find out what stage it is when that time comes.
Wow.
So.
Thank you, Moxie's mom. Hey, Black Skies, H. Davis, Miss Liability, everybody, just hello.
So
really feel too good. You know, I slept.
H. Davis said, okay, you saw it.
I'll check it. And
I'm changing the name of my channel, Miss Ann.
Oh, okay. You told me that on the phone.
I got the name for you. It's called Well, the Thing Is.
Yeah, I know. You told me today.
Yep. It'll be officially changed after this live stream.
Good.
So I'll still have the All Things Serious logo for right now. I'll still have the All Things Serious email address. Everything else will still be All Things Serious. It's just
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The channel name will not be.
I got you. Thank you so much, Black Skies. That's sweet. I appreciate all of y'all's love, support, and prayer. Yeah, I finally did a live, me sitting there getting the treatment, because I'm so tired of hearing all these idiots say I'm faking cancer and this is a healed port. Well, it's got a bandage on it, you know, because after they do everything, when I get done, they put a little bandage on it. But I'm so sick of hearing the idiots. So I did a live. They let me do it because there wasn't but a few of us in there today. So I did a live. And
it's sad. It's sad when you have to
prove my point.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not a liar, and I damn sure ain't a scammer. I don't ask nobody for a penny. I got my bills are paid. I got groceries. I'm good to go. I don't need anything. You know? Jeez. When I get paid, with my Social Security. I'll pay my bills again for the month of May.
Yep.
And
Which is tomorrow, right?
right, I sit right here and pay my bills and go fill up my truck. And I don't need no groceries this month, thank goodness. I hadn't been eating much.
That's
Well,
not good.
I know. 3 weeks ago when I was at treatment, it was 152. Today it's 145.
That's not good.
I know. I already caught hell.
I'm gonna have to send you some gummies.
Negative. I got 7. I don't like them.
uh,
Moxie's mom, thank you. Oh, don't have tears, honey. Smile and laugh. That's what I'm aiming for. Is just to keep smiling and laughing, and put this on the back burner. This cancer. That's why I like talking to all my friends. Because
see,
yeah, he matched me today. Now, the reason why I did it, I've already had to have a plumber and the septic tank company out here. And the reason why is because my hair was stopping up the drain and backing up and all that kind of stuff. The drain of the tub. I mean, I'm taking a shower, not a foot bath. So, I'd have to put the plunger in there. So it got shaved again. And I'm just going to keep it shaved as long as I'm going through all this mess.
Yep.
And, I still got my hat. Where's it at? Where's my hat? Hold on. Oh, there it is. I still got my hat. My wig hat. Back when I first got
I saw that in your video. You're live.
And when
I was like, did your hair grow back that quick?
Yeah. When I did it live back after I had found out I had cancer, and we shaved it in August of 2023. Somebody mailed me this hat and I would wear it. Well, I had the haters say, look, she didn't shave her head. She cut her hair. It's all sticking up out of a hat. Excuse me? Excuse the hell out of me. It's a wig hat. So shut up, haters. Y'all don't even know what the hell y'all talking about.
Oh, my word. I'm still waiting for that high-speed internet to come out my way, man.
Oh, wow. I didn't know about all that.
Yep. Still waiting for it. They're supposed to be running these fiber lines out here. And that was supposed to be done in December of last year.
Uh-huh.
And it's now coming May 1st. And it still hasn't been run.
It'll eventually come out. You'll get it.
So
thank you, H. Davis. That's cute. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not embarrassed about it. I mean, it's part of life. I'm not the only one in this world that's got shaved head because of hair falling out and stopping up your damn shower drain.
Yep.
People are dumb.
I got tired of waking up in a hot sweat. When it's hot out and you're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And your hair sweats in the middle of the night, it gets all matted and stuff like that.
I
and
know.
you go to brush it, and it's like hurting. Yeah. And plus, I told you I was going to shave my head, so I didn't even trim it. I just took the clippers and went.
Cool. My neighbor did mine.
Yeah, I didn't have anybody that I could trust with clippers to shave my head.
He does tattoos. He said, all right, now let me put a tattoo up there. I said, I don't think so. So, no. Yeah. No tattoos on this girl or my body. Nowhere. I don't like tattoos.
I'm gonna get tattooed. I'm gonna get a tattoo on the side of my head. It's gonna be a raven.
Oh God, I'm not doing it. I don't like tattoos. But yes, you know, here where I live, it gets super, super hot, Savannah, Georgia, and so I'm just gonna keep it shaved. You know, about once a month I'll go next door and let him choo.
What's up, Dino? How you doing?
Hey, Dino. Yeah, if y'all
Aussie
want
True
to-
Crime. How you doing?
Hey, Aussie. Those that are just popping in, Eddie, will you post the link again?
Yeah, I posted the video to your live.
The video. Yeah. If y'all will, if you will, please. And when y'all get a chance, go over there and watch it. It's when I was, you know, getting my chemo treatment today because the haters say I'm faking cancer and that's a healed port. So I proved them wrong. I've been wanting to do a live, and finally I asked them, and they said sure because it wasn't busy, and it was three weeks ago. It was packed in there. So,
Ozzy, are you in front of your computer? I'm asking for a friend. Are you in front of your computer?
Stop it, y'all. Here, get one more.
Or are you on your phone?
Here, Abby. You want one? Good boy.
Are you able to come up on panel, young lady?
I got to check something. I got to do something.
Oh, you're getting your hair done? Well, you should come up and live stream it. Show it off. Your hairstylist is like, it's free promotion. Get to drop the name of the person who's doing it and everything.
Thank you, Boxy. I am, y'all. I've been, you know, April the 17th was 2 years since I found out I had cancer. And I learned a couple of new things with my doctor today, but I still have colon cancer. There still is a tumor in there. And what has happened is it metastasized to my liver and put a tumor on my liver. I didn't realize I still had the tumor in the colon. Well, rectum. So I thought it was all gone when I went into remission back in September.
Kraken, thank you for stopping by. People who don't know, this is Miss Ann. She's fighting against cancer. I also shared earlier that I talked to my sister earlier today and found out that she also has cancer. So
she doesn't know right yet what kind, does she?
Correct. Okay.
Dang.
So
turn my camera on. Yeah. Oh, that's my puppy dog.
Sucks. It sucks.
The black and white one, she passed away last year, March 27th. She had congested heart failure.
So Dino said, Miss Ann, sending all the good at you.
I appreciate that so much. Kraken.
Wow. Kraken says she's a cancer survivor also.
How?
Hashtag fuck cancer.
Yeah. Yes. I hate it. So I lost 7 pounds from 3 weeks ago. He wasn't happy about that. We had a good conversation.
Liz Delgado, how you doing? So
me and the doctor had a good conversation today. I learned a few new things from him, and he's fussing at me about a couple of things, but it's all good. It's all good. It's okay.
so
Stuff I didn't know, and so he kind of slammed on the counter a little bit. So fussing at me.
So Liz, thank you for being here. It's just been a rough, it's been a rough 6-7 months, but I'm finally getting in to see a psychiatrist.
Good for you.
Getting things back on track.
Yeah, good
and
for you.
Getting in a better mood, so I can start doing my live streams again. And being there for people.
Right.
Because when you're in the dumps and in a bad place mentally, you can't really, be there for people because you're not able to be there for yourself.
Yeah.
So,
Dino, yes, I have a very heavy positive attitude. Yes, I do.
Yes. Will be how you doing.
When I first found out, I had a meltdown.
Yeah.
As time has gone on for 2 years now, I've been great. I'm not the only one out there with cancer that's been through it or going through it. And so I try to inspire others myself to stay positive, and stay active. So that's two most important things right there. Stay active and stay positive.
Is there any way I want to connect you with my sister.
Okay. Well, we're in chat, me and you, so you know how to get
she's on Facebook.
Okay, well, give her my full name and like you got it, and tell her when she sends me a friend request to send me a message as well who she is.
Okay.
Because I get a lot of people.
We have the same last name. We have the same last name, Miss Ann.
Okay.
So she is my sister.
But listen, I'm gonna hop off. I got a couple of things I need to go do around the house here. I got to turn on the outside light and all that kind of stuff. And I got to fill up their water bowl. They got a 1 gallon water bowl, and every 3 days I have to fill it up.
All right, Miss Ann. Thank you for coming up and hanging out.
Thank you for having me. And listen, all of you good people in chat, have a wonderful weekend coming up. Y'all get a chance, go over there and watch my live from me doing the treatment today. And stay positive and keep a good attitude. The hell with the dummies out there. Don't get yourself.
Love you, Miss Ann.
Love you, buddy. Love all y'all in chat too. H, I will. All right, bye. Well, what am I doing? Oh, okay, I got it.
So, thank you, Dino. So, just listening to her tell me, stay positive. I'm going to have to connect my sister with Miss Ann. So that might help her. Michelle Johnson, how you doing? Viper's doing pretty good. Let me reach out to him real quick. Since you're asking, let me call him. Because I got his number. I'm going to call him. Yeah, I'm going to call Vibrant. Okay. I just got to okay. Let me do this. What the hell is all these numbers? Give me just a second. Notepad. So I've been thinking of a new name, and I figured out a new name that I want to. I got a new name. I'm gonna name my channel. So let me call Vibrant and see where he's at. See if he wants to come up on panel and hang out.
Hello?
Hey, Vibrant. I'm live streaming right now, and you're on speakerphone. And Moxie's mom in chat wants to know how you're doing.
I'm doing okay, I guess.
Okay, can you guys hear him? Moxie's mom, he says, I'm doing okay. That's what Vibrant said. So,
Yeah. I'm just fighting my meds and changing my meds and all that different stuff, and I'm just sleeping right now.
all right, brother, I'm just checking on you. So,
Okay, man.
all right, I'll talk to you later, bro.
Okay, dude.
All right, bye. All right, you heard from him. They changed his meds around. Now he's just been sleeping. Tired. So, Michelle's mom, the name of the channel is going to be called Well, the Thing Is. That's the name. Okay? That's going to be the new name. Well, the Thing Is. All right, give me just a second. I don't know who this is. Let me hold on just a second.
You're good, man.
Is that
Dino.
Joe?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
You're good.
All right, what's going on, brother?
Hey, I just wanted to come up and tell you, man, keep that positive attitude. You're going through a lot of shit. I mean, past 5-6 years, I've been going through a lot of life-changing, devastating shit has happened to me. And it is really super important to maintain that good attitude, stay positive. There's going to be days where it's fucking rough, man. It's hard to do. But you got to try to, for me, I just said, I'll fake it till I make it. If I don't feel positive that day, I'll just try to give off good vibes everywhere I go and try to change it. But it is really important for me saying too, if she happens to hear this, to stay positive, which I believe she already knows.
Yeah,
But
she does.
it's really tough sometimes to keep that positive attitude, but it really does help. It really does.
So this is the first time you've ever came up on my panel, Dino.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Like I've seen you in chats before, but
Right.
I've never seen you on panel. So I was like, did somebody steal his icon and steal his name? And
This is not my usual avatar either. I usually had that Dino from the Flintstones.
yeah. So I was like, is somebody going to try to bomb me?
Right. Yeah. Right.
It's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
Oh yeah, it's a regularity on YouTube. You got to be ready for anything.
Yep.
Yeah. But I just want to come up real quick and let you know, you got people supporting you behind you, wishing the best for you.
Thank you, Dino.
I mean, I know we ain't good friends or nothing like that. We don't know each other all that well, but you know, I got you, man. Yeah, I got prayers for you, good vibes, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Thank you for
I've been
saying
there.
that,
I've
Dean.
been
You
there
know,
when it's hard. I've been there when it's hard. It's still hard for me. Today I had a really good day, and I just felt like spreading the love around a little bit.
so
You
so I
know?
have a question, Dino, while you're up here. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't very I rarely I get a handful of men that come up on my panel, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you've listened to my channel before, right?
A few times. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a huge advocate when it comes to men's mental health.
Right.
Do you now your opinion? Do you think there's a stigma behind men's mental health?
I definitely do. I think society puts a stigma on it. I've just talked about this the other night, actually, on another panel. That if men ask for help, in almost any capacity,
Yep.
you get a stigma attached to you that you're weak.
Yep.
But when actually it takes a lot of strength to ask for help.
Yep.
Especially for men, because, like I said, there's that stigma attached to it when you do it. So a lot of
People
men
look
go,
at you differently.
yep,
They judge you without getting to know you.
yep. You
They,
suffer, and you suffer, and you suffer, and there's no need for it. But you don't want to be that one that gets ridiculed because, you know. And it's really. I applaud you. I applaud you a lot for even talking about it. It's awesome.
You know what's crazy is when I first started this channel, I was living in New Hampshire, and
Right.
I was a bouncer at a nightclub. Okay, and I always talked about mental health, even in the bar where people were drinking. Oh, and the other thing is I always hugged people, right? I would always give people hugs, male or female. It didn't matter. I'd give you a hug, you know. And one day, this dude came into the club, right? It looked like he was having a rough day, you know. And you can read people. Well, I can't say you can because not everybody can read people.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you can, you're able to read their emotions through their eyes because their eyes speak volumes.
Right.
Just looking at their eyes.
Yep.
You know, and like a lot of people don't realize is when somebody's happy, you're going to see a glow in their eyes.
Yeah. It's definitely true.
Okay. And when somebody's sad, you can actually see it in their eyes.
Yep.
People don't realize it. You know that saying, you can't pull the wool over my eyes?
Right.
And that's the reason why they tell you when you talk to somebody, always get eye contact.
Right. And it's another thing that people say it's the gateway to your soul.
Yeah.
You can see when people are struggling just by looking into their eye. You can tell.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just a vibe you get, but sometimes you can see it in their eyes, man.
So I gave this dude a hug, like a real hug. 15 minutes later, he came to me and he had tears in his eyes. And he said, I needed that hug.
Right.
That made me cry.
Yeah. And a man hugging another man, that's another thing that, it's, there's going to be people that want to come down on that. But I mean,
you know what's funny is,
it's just being a human.
I was at the bar, right, working the door, and this dude was standing there saying, "Men don't hug men," while another man walked up to me and gave me a huge hug, and he's like,
"Yeah,
well, I just inserted my foot in my mouth."
Right.
I'm like, "Bro, you know you need a hug," and I gave him a hug, and he's like, "Yeah, I really did need it."
Yeah, I tell my friends I love them, and I hug them every chance I get.
Yeah.
Yep. There was something else I was going to say. Damn it, lost my train of thought. A woman I know. I hadn't seen her for years.
Yeah.
She happened to be a temporary worker at the place where I was a supervisor.
Yep.
And I was just walking through the plant, and she was like, I know you. And I looked at her. I didn't recognize her right away. And it turned out she was the sister of my ex-brother-in-law and the aunt of uh, one of his kids. It's my nephew, you know.
Yeah.
And we got to talking, and I got her reconnected with him because he doesn't see her anymore. My nephew didn't see her anymore because his dad was out of the picture. So I reconnected them, and we seen each other at work a few times more. And she was just talking to me one day, and I was looking in her eyes. I could it's just a normal conversation, but I could see something wasn't right. Just like when you were talking about looking in somebody's eyes, you can tell. And I could tell something was up. And I stopped in the middle of the conversation. I said, what's going on? I said, like, I could tell something's bothering you.
Yep.
And she was like, you can tell that? I said, I can see it in your eyes. Something's not right. What's going on? And I didn't even know her that well. And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I just found out I have cancer. And I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, that is a bomb. I did not expect that. You know, I thought she's gonna say, oh, I'm just having a bad day, I got an argument with somebody or something. And then she dropped that on me. And I just hugged her, and she started to cry. She said that I needed that so bad. That's exactly what I needed from somebody. And you know, it's hard to go through shit like that. And sometimes you just need to be human with people, man or
Yep.
woman. They just need a human. They just need something to know that somebody cares about them. And it's rough. It's rough for men. It's hard for men to express that. And I don't, especially since all the stuff that's happened to me in the past few years, I don't miss the opportunity to tell somebody I love them, or, you know, tell them to, like if you're having a dispute with somebody you care about and you're not talking to them, I'm like, you need to squash that. No day is promised. So every day you got to make sure you do what you can to make sure people know that you love them. And
Yes.
because one day you
Yes.
won't have that opportunity. One day they'll be gone, and I got regrets as far as that goes. And it's just something that it's hard to live with that, you know, when somebody's gone and you can't tell them anymore that you love them. And if things ended on a bad note, it's rough. It's not easy.
Yep.
Don't live with regret. It's a horrible thing to live with. Trust me.
Yeah, it is. Very
So,
living with regret.
yep.
You know, I really wish, I really, really wish that I had certain people I knew in my life that did me dirty.
Right.
You know, I worked for a guy for 10 years, and you know, my hourly rate never changed, never went up for 10 years. And I thought it was normal because of the trade. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. You thought that
And then
was
I
how
left, and I moved to another state, and I got a job doing the same work. And I was making $10 an hour more than what I was getting paid originally. I'm like, huh?
You know, how's this? Yeah. Man.
And then I got my certification in lead paint, and I went up even higher in hourly pay. I'm like, huh? Okay, this is weird. Okay, well, you can tell my trade, I was a professional painter, right?
Oh, okay.
And after 10 years, well, not 10 years, 7 years, I think it was 7 years, 6, 7 years, I was still making $8 an hour.
My gosh.
Right. And then when I moved up here, when I moved back down to Florida, I got a job working for a guy. I went from $8 an hour to 15, right? And then I went from 15, I worked for another guy who was making 20. And then I moved back up north, and I had my lead paint certification, and I was making 35.
Gosh, you must have thought you were in heaven.
Yeah. I was working anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day, and I'm like, 10 hours? I work 10 hours every day at $35 an hour. That's $350 a day.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I can make $1,500 a week. Hell yeah. So
I mean, money's not the key to happiness, but it sure makes the way
it
getting
makes
there a lot better.
it makes it easier to pay bills.
It sure does.
I if my bills are paid, I'm happy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the
I
same
don't
way.
care about the luxury,
Yeah. I'm not trying to be Mr.
You know
Moneybags.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy is all these people care about Coach and Louis Vuitton and Burberry and all these name brands, not realizing they're all mainly manufactured in one country.
Yeah. Let me tell you something real quick, just before I forget. I worked at a place that made shirts. It's called Enroll Shirt Company. They made polo shirts. That was the big name, the Ralph Lauren polo.
Yeah.
Out of the same damn material that they made the off-brand stuff. Same people made them, same people sold them. They all came off the same thing. They were all exactly the same. And then you got people that are just paying for that Ralph Polo name and that little horse on the chest. It's all the exact same stuff. Same people cutting out the patterns, same people sewing them, everything, all the same. All the material, exactly the same.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. People don't know it. They just think, oh, Ralph Lauren's got his own place where he makes everything, or so and so, or so. Some of these things are. Some of these things are, but
I will tell you this. The most, well, I can't say that. Well, yeah, I can. The most money I ever paid for a pair of shoes was $135. I bought a pair of Jordans. And you know what's crazy? They're the most comfortable work shoe I ever owned. No lie.
Right, yeah.
Most comfortable work shoe I've ever owned. I can't wear them anymore because they're wore out.
Right.
But I wore the shit out of them. I'd be up on roofs, climbing ladders, working on roofs, and my Jordans never slid down a roof.
Yeah. How much you think you pay for a pair of Jordans today like that?
More than that because of my shoe size.
Oh, okay. They're fucking expensive, dude.
Yes. Well, it also depends. It also depends on the style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the retro Jordans, those are going to be the most expensive Jordans. But you got the basic Jordans, like the red and black, the Chicago Bull colors. They're not popular. Yeah. So those are cheaper.
I remember the day when I just wearing a pair of Chuck Taylor Canvas All-Stars,
Well, so my problem is, right, I got big feet, okay?
Hey, Paul, what's up? Yeah.
So, I wear a size 15.
Oh, man.
But I know I got a buddy of mine that wore a size 20, okay? He had to custom order his shoes. Bart, how you doing? But he had to custom order his shoes. Like, the thing is I hate having to order shoes off the internet because if they don't fit properly, I have to send them back in the mail because they don't fit right and have to wait.
Yep.
And that's a process. Like, I want to walk in. Oh, you working on a new project, Polly? All right. So I want to walk in, try on a pair of shoes, and walk out if I like them. Purchased.
Yeah.
Jen. So For the new people that are coming in, okay? For the new people that are coming in, I'm changing the name of my channel. It'll be effective immediately tonight after this live. I found out that my baby sister has cancer. So, yeah. So, please pray for my sister. Send some positive energy for my sister. I'm not going to release her name unless she wants me to. So I just told her I got to save up some money. I got to save up some money so I could take a road trip to Indiana this year and spend a few days with her. So
Can you say what part of Indiana she's in? Like northern, southern?
Sullivan.
Where's I don't even know where that is.
Okay.
I'm in Kentucky. I'm like right under Indiana.
All right. Let me
Like I'm right on the river almost. I don't want you to give out any info you shouldn't. I was just curious.
Oh, I'm not giving out any info.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me I'm looking at a map.
Like it's not a big. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. It's like right across the river from New Albany, Indiana.
Well, she's east of Illinois.
Okay. All right. So she's like, okay, I got you.
So it's nowhere near. Sullivan is it's there. Just say it's there.
Yeah. Don't get too specific.
It's circled around towns I've never heard of. It's south of Youngstown, I can tell you that. Youngstown, Indiana.
Okay. Well, man, I got nothing but good vibes for her, prayers for you and her.
Yeah.
I got to get off here. I got to go do some things.
What do you do for work?
Yeah, man.
What do you do for work now?
I'm disabled. I don't work anymore.
Damn.
That's part of what's been happening to me the past 5 or 6 years. It's
Jen asked, "Are you familiar with Covington?"
A little bit, not a whole. I couldn't tell you roads or streets or anything like that, but I know.
I've always wanted to go to Louisville, Kentucky, because that's where the dirty is, right?
I got friends in Cincinnati. Which is right across the river from Covington.
She's like, I got jumped there once. Yeah. We'll just say, I got jumped there once.
The Kentucky Derby is this weekend, so I got friends from Cincinnati coming in from out of town to hang out at the party. So that's what I got planned for the weekend.
I wish I could say I got jumped once. Yeah, yeah. Nope.
Only
every other day for 7 years. Every other day for 7 years. Yeah, it was tough.
Were you a kid?
Yeah, I was from the age of 8 to the age of almost 15.
Right.
It was tough. I will tell you that. The last time I got jumped, I started laughing while I was getting the shit kicked out of me. I just started laughing. I was like, is that all you got? Do it some more.
It might have freaked them out a little bit.
It kind of did, but the thing is you know how pain receptors. When you get beat up so much, eventually you occur a tolerance for it.
Right. Yep.
So,
and I'm gonna
but-
put it this way: Covington is so close to Cincinnati that the Cincinnati's airport is in Covington.
damn,
I think. I'm not 100%, but I think it is.
damn.
Yeah, like they're in Cincinnati International Airport or whatever it's called is actually in Kentucky.
That's crazy.
It only takes me about 2-hour drive from where I am to get to Cincinnati.
My little brother was there. Bitch yanked my hair. Fucking hair pullers.
All right, well, I'm gonna
Ain't
go
no,
down there.
ain't, ain't no female can pull my hair now.
Well,
Ain't
you know,
nobody
grab
can
your
pull my
beard.
hair now.
You have to grab your beard hair.
They might get in trouble. That's a turn on. They might get in trouble there. I might just get naked.
Yeah, that's what a friend of mine did. He said when he gets in a fight, he just drops trowel. A lot of times they just don't fight. They're like, no, it's good, man. I'm good. Never mind.
Hey, did you see? Did you? I watched this video. Right? Is it? It was this white dude and the black dude, right? They're in the video.
Yeah.
And the black dude's married to the white dude's sister, and the white dude's married to the black dude's sister, so they're brother-in-laws, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so black dude says to the white dude, "What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" He's like, his response is, "We're gonna fight or fuck. Either way, I'm getting naked." It's hilarious. Will B was in here. He's just probably watching in the background. Wild. DC, how you doing? So,
How you doing?
are you originally from Kentucky, Dino?
Yep, born and raised.
I'm originally from Florida, born,
Yep.
but
Part of my clan lives in Florida now. They're in the Pensacola area.
Oh, they're at the Big Bend.
Yeah.
They're right there near Alabama.
Yep.
That's North Florida. Northwest.
Yep, you got it.
I got Jen coming up on panel.
Sup?
Sup, Jen? How you doing?
So, how you doing?
I'm fine.
So the new name of my channel is going to be, well, the thing is. That's what it's going to be called.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm getting rid of all things serious. So it's just going to be, well, the thing is.
Well, I used to be a thug.
Yeah, I was never a thug. I couldn't. My pants always had to be around my waist.
Better
Oh,
than your ankles.
I was too tiny.
I tried the whole ass hanging out, and too many dudes were staring.
Well, you don't know about my crip walk. It's fresh.
I had that gangster lean. When I was in school.
Yeah, Fat Joe,
When I
lean
was
back.
in prison
Lean
for
back.
fighting, that's when I learned how to make hooch for my crip walk. Mm-hmm. No, for real though. I don't fight anymore because jail food's nasty. Plus,
Jail
they use
food.
tampon as a
Well,
shower
it
head.
depends. Like, I worked in the kitchen, so I got good food.
Not me. The only good day was Taco Tuesday. Plus, it was a bad day because this chick like kept throwing notes up at my cell. It was like, go away.
She's like,
Yep.
"Hey, Jen, you want to be my bunkmate?"
They didn't have bunks. I was in the bad person area.
She's like,
Well,
"Come sit to me."
I was going to say something dirty, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
Why not? I'll have more
All
respect
right.
for you if you say it.
Okay. She wanted to eat your taco.
Not today. I got a little too much taco sauce, if you know what I mean.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. All right.
Better that than guac.
I know when I'm
Amanda Panda, did she say she couldn't go to jail because she loves her shower head too much?
No, like, oh my God. Oh my God. It was horrible. It was horrible. But I did get jumped in Covington, though. Not even kidding. Covington was like the best place to party, but it was the worst place. And you know, in
Yeah.
Covington, they come out like little roaches. Like you mess with one, like 10 of them come out. And I
Oh
remember,
yeah. Yeah.
oh yeah, my little brother was like, get him, get him. And then my two friends were like wanting me to fight. I told her, I said, do not, because my mom says somebody hits you first, you know? I kind of
Yeah.
forgot that when I went to the slammer, but yeah, she talked about my purse or she says something about my little brother or whatever. So, yep. Sorry. One of my friends were calling me.
Mm. Well, I
Yeah.
gotta go, man. I've been delaying leaving because I'm having a little bit of fun, but I gotta get out
All
of here.
right, Dino. Thank you for coming up, bro.
Keep your
Hey, man,
crip walk.
good vibes, man. I'll keep you guys
Yeah.
in my prayers.
I
Thank
needed
you.
this laugh. I needed this laugh.
Hey, pour a 40 for my homies.
Yeah, that's right. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Dapper,
Bye.
AKA Tangerine. How you doing?
So I'm sorry about your sister. I'm in Ohio if you want to meet up or something when you come.
All right.
It will sound cool. It sounds
I'm
cool.
driving.
When did she find out?
Huh?
When did she find out?
She found out, I think today or yesterday. I found out today.
Oh, I bet
I
she's
found
scared.
out this afternoon.
When are you going to see her?
She has to go to Indiana, Indianapolis, Indiana. She has to go to Indianapolis
Okay.
to the cancer center there to get more testing done to find out what stage, like how
Wow.
severe it is.
Where is it, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, she's in Sullivan, so um, let me see how far away she got. I think it's a
No,
couple hours.
where is the cancer located, if you don't mind me asking?
She didn't go into detail
Mm-hmm.
because when I called her, she was still in a little pain because she had a mass removed, and that's when they found out she had cancer.
Wow, I'm so sorry about
Yeah. I'm just
It's-
hoping no oxygen got into the bloodstream.
Right.
Because if air hits that bloodstream and there's cancer, it's going to spread like wildfire.
Right. Does cancer run in your family?
Yep.
That's what my mom passed away from. She died of pancreatic cancer.
My grandmother and grandfather on my dad's side passed away from cancer.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that.
Yep. So
I didn't even know we had the gene in our family. That's what I never understood is how she got it. I would have expected lung cancer before pancreatic. I just didn't understand how.
So my grandfather got esophageal cancer,
Wow.
and then my grandmother, she was a trooper, man. She was in her 70s when she got cancer, late 70s.
hmm
She got lung cancer. She fought that and won. Well, while she was in the recovery of lung cancer, she got lymph node cancer. While she was going through chemo and radiation for the lymph node cancer, the cancer in her lymph nodes, they found 13 tumors in her brain.
Oh my God.
So she went from, it was just weird. I was like, it was a quick, like, when I was living with my grandmother, right?
Mhm.
I lived with her for 5 years. She became, other than my mother, the only other important woman in my life.
Right.
And like I respected that woman to death, right? I didn't fear her, but I will tell you this: She did not play around. If she had a problem with you, she'd let you know. She didn't call you on the phone. She didn't shoot you a text message. She told you how she felt to your face.
That's good. People should do that. They should.
I seen my grandmother call a woman a whore and a slut to her face, and they didn't do nothing.
My
And my
grandma used
grandmother
to
was
call my stepmom
70.
pussy.
My grandmother was in her 70s when she did that.
Well, my grandma hated my stepmom so much she busted out a van with a rolling pin. She didn't play. She was a fuck around and find out, that woman. 80-something years old when she was like a foster parent to me.
You see, my grandmother, she grew up in New York City back in the 50s.
Oh.
60s. So she grew up around the mob. You know what I'm saying?
Well, where was she when I got jumped?
I will tell you stories about my grandmother, not on a live stream.
Right. Oh, hi, Tangerine. Hey, Manda Panda.
I will tell you this. My grandfather was a made man.
What's made man mean?
It's mob related.
Oh, okay.
It's not a negative thing.
Something much you don't want
Not
to
a
end up
negative.
with trunk.
Correct. Just say he was a made man. And
you know what?
He didn't want to raise his kids in that lifestyle, so they moved to Florida.
You know, being in the mob would be like, you get good food, but it's the loyalty of it. Well, first off, you better be loyal. You are going to end up in a trunk.
If you don't, your family does.
Yeah, I watched this movie on Lifetime with Alyssa Milano. You should watch that. And they have another movie on Lifetime about the mob, and her name, and she was Cocaine Grandma or something. The lady that's married to Michael Douglas was in it. It was a good movie. We should watch it one night. Can we watch a movie in here?
We could do it on Discord.
Oh my gosh. I'm in a Discord now. But the one Discord that I was in, I had to leave it because there was some naked lady and her butt was in the front of her body and the other thing was in the back.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, well, it wasn't that bad. Not something I would
Yeah.
want to do. Better have a limber neck if you're going to lay down with the guy if you got a butt front. But, it's been a
On
crazy.
that note, this is the reason why I'm changing my channel name from All Things Serious to, well, the thing is.
Yeah, you need to start coming up more with me because I'm getting in a lot of trouble in our community.
Tangerine says, I like tacos.
Oh, hit me up next week, brother. Hit me up next
I like tacos too. So, but yeah.
tooth yank today, so I'm gonna be up here for a hot minute. But I said I got my tooth yanked out today, but I swear to God, dude, it was so bad last night. I was up. It was like I would have rather given birth again with no freaking pain medicine than go through that.
Yeah, teeth are not a joke.
No, hell no, it's not.
It almost killed me. I was on my deathbed from a tooth pain.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Well, I got an impacted wisdom tooth. And it was so bad that the infection traveled to my brain and the heart at the same time.
Why'd you let it go far, bro?
Well, because I kept using BC powder and stuff to try to break the infection, like my grandmother said, because my grandmother's a tough cookie. And
Okay, but for 21 to 50 packets of it, it didn't quite get you, like, or maybe you shouldn't do that again. And maybe you shouldn't take BC powder because it raises your blood pressure like immensely. My friend used to do that, and he's got rotten ass teeth.
So
I'm a gremlin.
Well, when I got the infection in my mouth, it destroyed my teeth anyway. when my gums got infected.
Yeah, I feel bad for people that deal with teeth stuff. I deal with
So,
it. Hmm.
so I went to the emergency room. They gave me pain meds and antibiotics. I went to the pharmacy to fill them, and they wanted like $300. And I'm like, I am not working because I'm in pain. Connie Corso's mom, how you doing? So,
I feel like I know this. Hold on, let me
flight
get.
nurse, how you doing? So I went back to the emergency room the next day. I hadn't eaten in 5 days, right? Hadn't eaten. So I go to the emergency room. They put me in this machine and it scans my head. I go back to the room. The nurse comes back in there and says, "You're not going anywhere." I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm in so much pain. I'm hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And my aunt worked at the hospital at the time. She comes in and she sees me in pain, tears coming down my eyes. I'm shivering. I'm cold. I'm in pain. She's like, "Get him some hot blankets and get him something for the pain now." I'm like, damn, I ain't never heard my aunt yell like that. Right?
Would they give you a Dilaudid? My mom said they used to. Dilaudid used to be the shit.
So they gave me, I don't know what they gave me for pain, but I will tell you, they had to transport me from Tavares to Orlando. And they gave me something for the pain. I don't remember what it was, but it was strong. That pain went down. And so
What did you learn?
I learned to go to a dentist more often.
Well, they wouldn't take my freaking insurance. Well, here's the thing. My dentist today, they weren't open. She goes, "Well, we can wait until Tuesday." I was like, no, $1,300, bro. Because they didn't take my insurance. $1,300 to yank
Damn.
my. Yep, and I felt a lot of it too because my blood pressure was up. So they couldn't give me a lot of whatever. But I'll tell you what, after they pulled it, I was happy as lark. I was so happy I could do a back bend and be a camel.
That's crazy.
No, I'm telling you what, because she was like, "Well, maybe you can come in tomorrow. We can't give you any numbing stuff." I looked at Clint. I said, "Nope." I said, "No way. Nope, nope, nope." So I just held on to that and just, dude, if I could have a 10-pound child and walk away from that scene, I could do it. So I did. And I feel so much better now. Mhm. But you should
So
never let your teeth get that bad to work it because that's a blood infection, man. You don't want that.
no, I was in the hospital after they performed the emergency surgery that night, and then I was hospitalized for 5 days after. But I will tell you, in all my life, 44 years of life, that was the best 5 days of sleep I ever got.
Oh, yeah. Did you?
Oh, I ain't never slept so much in my entire life.
Hospital food's like some is good and some is nasty. Like hospital fruit, it's disgusting.
So, well, it depends on the hospital that you go to. Some hospitals have really good food, and some hospitals have really cheap food.
Wouldn't it be awesome if you could order like mixed drinks at the hospital? That would cut down on pain meds, I feel.
What would?
Mixed drinks. They should let you like order mixed drinks or something.
They'd become an alcoholic by the time they left the hospital.
Be deliberately like I'd be like, "Clint, hey, run over my thumb." Wheel,
The
wheel, wheel.
problem with drinking alcohol is it thins your blood.
Well, yeah, but some people it would help, right? Don't they say like a glass of wine a day helps with stuff?
That's different than a mixed drink.
What if you make the mixed drink with wine? Or how about a wine slushy? Why are you so argumentative? Because your tooth?
No, because I'm a recovered alcoholic.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
then hospital should have gummies. How about that?
Gummies are fine.
Yeah, they are. I'm taking my blood pressure, so
Don't drink and get a tattoo.
too late.
It'll
I
turn
did.
out like shit.
No, not really. It didn't, but it bled for a long time.
Yeah, because alcohol thins your blood.
It didn't hurt though. That was the intention. You know, I want
They
to get a
have what
tattoo
they call numbing cream now.
for tattoos.
Yep. It numbs your skin.
One of my exes has your name tattooed on his butt cheek.
One of your exes?
I was drunk a lot that year, but it says your name on his ass cheek.
Oh, I thought it said Eddie.
Yep.
Oh, it says your name. Okay.
Yep. I
All
would have
right.
got more drunk. I would have had him get a tramp stamp that says exit only. If I would have done it. But yeah, he's got a tattoo on his ass cheek for the rest of his life. Yep. I should have
That's
had my
funny.
name tattooed on his butt, actually. My name, not the words my name. My name, like Jen. I think I'm
Gentle,
gonna change my name too. I'm gonna change my name, Eddie. I'm
Yeah.
changing my name to Margaret. I want to get serious about my life now. I don't want to be from the hood. I don't want to be a thug anymore. I want my name to be
Margaret, wear glasses.
yeah, that's what I want to
You
do.
color your hair gray.
Yeah. I want my name to be Margaret now. I want people to take
Go
me serious.
live with hair curls in your hair.
I don't want my name to be Margaret. I'm just kidding. I want my name to be Fran.
Francesca.
No. Did you say Frandresca?
Yeah,
It's Francesca.
whatever it is. Whatever it is.
I'll open up a BC powder. You'll make it all better, Eddie. Aren't these things like my friend would open them up and just like chug them down with a pop. I thought they were like, do they like enhance? Are they like caffeinated powder and stuff?
I don't know. I would never take BC powder and soda together.
Well,
I always drink water.
what's it taste like? Like gross?
Yeah. It's not flavored for it. It's not like they have lemon flavored or strawberry flavored BC powder. BC powder is mainly for headaches.
I know that, but you can put. Well, I would think it would be the equivalency of putting an aspirin on your tooth if you had a toothache, eh?
Yeah. I would just do what my grandmother said.
Well, how'd that work out?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I got stitches in my mouth, man. Ugh.
And you shouldn't be talking so much.
She didn't tell me I couldn't talk. She said you can't eat. She didn't say nothing about me not talking. She should have stitched my lips closed if that was the case. Yep. For 1,300, she should have put I should have walked out with a grill, actually. I want to get a grill, Eddie. That's what I want to get. I want to get a grill.
I'm getting a gold grill.
No, I want silver. I want gold. Silver. Yep. Changing my name and I'm getting a grill. That's what I'm going to do. It's hard to be a thug, Eddie. It's hard to be a thug.
Yeah, we don't give out Facebook information.
Oh, no, you shouldn't. Not in our community, you shouldn't. Oh, my gosh. If you want your dog doxxed, I would suggest you not. That's how bad it's getting. I got a pizza a couple days ago. Somebody sent me a freaking pizza. Can you believe that?
That's not good.
Yeah, I know. They didn't put extra cheese on it. $43 freaking, bro.
40. That's how much you had to pay?
I didn't pay that. I told him to leave, but I gave them a tip for sure. Now we have 2 places that's not allowed to deliver to us. Yep. Well, I'm not going to not tip the kid. Why would I not tip the person? That's not their fault. But I'm like that, though. You know?
So somebody called and ordered you a pizza.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday.
Wow.
Yep. That's my second one.
Do they not
My,
ask for the phone number?
I think that's what they do, but, or they gave my address. I don't know. Sheesh, back
Well,
when I lived.
still, they're supposed to ask for a cell phone number so they can attach it to address in the system.
Well, they probably used my phone number. I was a
Oh,
stupid ass.
man.
I lied and I said, here's my phone number. So I dropped it in chat. But everybody had it anyway. I didn't think I was going to get food. Send me Chinese next time, you know? Like, I don't know.
When I lived in New Hampshire, before they brought in Golden Corral into New Hampshire, all there was Chinese. All there was Chinese.
What's your
Everywhere
favorite?
you turned was a Chinese restaurant. Don't get me wrong, I love Chinese food, but not every week, not every month, not all the time. I want some fried chicken. I want some meatloaf. Like if I'm gonna go out to eat, I want some home cooked Southern food.
Yes,
You know,
like cobbler and freaking. Oh my gosh.
I miss the chocolate fountain. I miss the chocolate fountain at Golden Corral.
Oh my gosh, you know what the best was? Oh my gosh. I would get marshmallows and I dip those little suckers in there.
Yep.
My gosh, their fried chicken was their steak was so good. And they had those honey butters. Oh, Eddie, take me to a place Golden Corral and we'll never come back. When my tooth heals up, of course.
Yep.
Oh, they got the
I would go just before lunch transferred to dinner and go to all you can eat Golden Corral for steak.
Yeah, their steak's pretty good. You know, another place that used to be good that was a buffet was Pizza Hut.
Yep.
I was for their their pizza, their pan pizza.
They used to have Godfather's pizza too.
What is it called?
Godfather's pizza. They had in Gainesville, Florida, they had an all-you-can-eat pizza buffet called Godfather's Pizza, and it had an arcade inside too. So, every weekend, we'd have a game on Saturday, or a football game, and after the game, he would take us to Godfather's Pizza. The coach would.
Really?
Oh yeah, all-you-can-eat pizza. Oh, hell yeah.
Do you remember the pizza at school? Oh, it was to die for, Eddie. The sausage
pizza. The rectangular pizza
was super good. Oh my gosh. It was so good. I've been trying to find that kind of pizza as my cheat meal. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good.
So,
it was. And the triangular pizza with the little square pepperonis.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And the fries.
Wish me luck that tomorrow my car is not going to cost so much to get fixed.
What do you have to get fixed?
I don't know yet. Find out tomorrow.
Okay. So, all right.
Well, I gotta get going. Thank you for coming up, Jen.
Nice. All right. Take care. Hit me up on IG.
I did send you a message way before I went live because I needed to talk to you.
Why I came in. I know, but I got home late. That's why I came in here. Like, what's up?
Okay. Thank you.
So all right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being so cool.
Have a good night, Jen. Everybody, thank you for being here. Tomorrow, you'll see a new channel name. With that being said, All Things Serious is out.